Hey peeps, hey. How are you today? Welcome to Desperate Times. I am super busy today, super busy. I'm trying to put the phone in a place where I can actually do a quick video. I'm on my way to the swimming pool to do my water aerobics. I do that 2 times a week for the physical body. And sorry, no matter how busy I am, I try to push myself, and this is one of the day I am super busy, but I am gonna try my best. I'm on my way actually to that, but I just want to do a quick video. I wanted to do this video from a couple of days ago, and I did not get the chance to do it because I don't like distractions. I like to be alone, or just focus when I'm doing this video. So please bear with me the way the phone is set in the car. Please bear with me. I'm just hoping that you guys are hearing me. I don't want to hold the phone in my hand because I'm on the road and I have to be careful and watchful on the road. So I'm gonna speak loud because I don't know if this thing is gonna be low. So today I want to talk quickly before this video ends. I want to talk quickly about deception, right? Ever since I started to do my videos, one of the most talk about things in my video is deception. And for some reason, I don't know why I talk about deception, but it was something that was put in my spirit to talk about deception a lot. And in my spirit, I know that this deception is not the normal deception that you'd say to somebody, you deceived me, or somebody might be having a relationship or a quarrel or a friendship, and you say, this deception is deeper. This deception is the deception that Jesus talked about when he says, let no man deceive you. That deception that Jesus talked about is a very deep deception. It's nothing normal, right? And that was what was God put in my spirit, right? To talk about when I'm talking about deception, right? And it's always in my spirit. It's always there. I'm always watchful. I'm always careful. Even when I was supposed to start doing videos, I was afraid to do the videos because I was watching and observing the flow of prophets and pastors and teachers that was just flowing out on the internet, and it was like a floodgate that opened with them, and they were just coming out in multitudes and coming out, right? And then I started to notice, most of them they're all about the money. They will be preaching, they will be prophesying, and they will be asking for money and all of those things in the midst of everything. So for those reasons, I was afraid, because I used to say I used to pray, I used to say, Lord, if I'm going to come out and talk any at all, I don't want money to be involved. And I'm serious, because I observe a lot of things, and I observe that you have some people that come out genuine, and because of the money, they get corrupt. They got corrupt, right? So when I observe things like that now, I was afraid. I said, if I'm gonna come out and do videos, about God, I don't want to get money involved. Like, if God is gonna bless me with things, I ask God to bless me in a different way, but not through these videos, because I don't want to be collecting money to speak about the word of God. I don't want that. That's not my thing. I just believe that the corruption creeps up in that. But anyway, back to deception. A lot of times when we talk about deception, we don't know how deep this thing runs. And this deception runs so deep. I talk about this in my videos as well, where I would be saying that, people these days that are out there prophesying, preaching, teaching, whatever, they have some truth, and they have some truth and wrap it up in a whole blanket of lies, right? But because people are not taking the time out to study the Word of God and to know what the Word of God says, when they hear that little truth, it blinds their eyes to the whole barrage of lies that is wrapped up in that little truth, right? So they get deceived, and a lot of people, they get bewitched. A lot of people, they start to idolize other these prophets or pastors or whoever, to the point where these people cannot do no wrong. These people cannot speak no lies. These people cannot make no mistakes, and they start to idolize. And that is how easy it is for people to be swept away in deception, right? But I always watch these things, and I always pray and I ask God, please help me, please protect me, please show me, expose the false to me, help me not to idolize anybody, right? And so I believe that in that area, God has answered my prayer, because no matter who I watch, no matter who I listen to, it's like God does not allow me to cling to that person too much, in a sense where, I'm always anticipating their teaching, and it's like I can't do without it. That's where I'm getting all of my knowledge from. You know what I'm saying? Things like that, I'm dependent on them to study the Word of God for me, and to stuff like that. God does not allow that to happen to me, right? I can watch somebody, I can love them, and there's some people that I watch on the internet, and I love them, and I know that they're speaking the truth and the Word of God, right? But there's times when, I don't watch them for quite a while, and then I will go back to them at some point, because I have to spend my personal time with God or His Word. You understand? So I don't really idolize people like that. And the next thing again, I like to stay out of the picture and to look at the whole picture. If you are inside of a picture frame, you're not going to see the whole picture, because you're inside the picture. But if you're outside of the picture, you will be able to see the whole picture. When something happens, take for example, things that come out on the internet, right? Whether it's true or it's a lie, right? Somebody prophesies something, or somebody exposed something, right? And even though I might feel like, it's true, or, this sound credible, I always said the best and safest way to do is to sit back, observe, and pray, right? Pray about it. There are people that comes out with things on the internet, and I'm not the one to just run in and say, oh yeah, this is true because I feel this in my spirit, and I believe this is true because this person is saying this, or this person is exposing this. No. The Bible said we must lean on God with all our understanding. Lean on God with everything that we want to know, and He will direct our path. That I'm just paraphrasing. That means if you want to know something, or if you want God to confirm something, go to Him and wait on Him, and He will show it to you. He will show it to you in due time, right? Okay, so over the last weekend, there's this pastor, bishop on the internet, and I'm gonna say his name because it's all over the internet now. His name is Bishop Mari. I think he's a Syrian bishop, and he lives somewhere in Germany. You know, he's been doing a lot of teaching on the internet, and then I can see where, you know, a lot of Christians actually follow him. They actually follow him and follow his teaching. And I've listened to his sermon a couple of times. And I'm telling you, let me tell you, you see, if we don't lean on God, or we don't have the Spirit of the living God living inside of us, we will be swept away easily. And that is why when God said, if it was possible, even his very elect will be swept away with this deception. And God knows what he's talking about. Because guess what? God did not make that possible. But if God did not restrict that, we would easily be swept away. Without a shadow of a doubt. I'm not asking, I'm telling, right? Because when I see this pastor this bishop man preach, right? And I listen to him, and that man have so much truth in what he preaches. So much truth in what he preaches. But there comes a time in his preaching when he would say certain things, and my spirit would just go, no. And when my spirit goes like that, I did not immediately shut him down. I continue to listen, but in my mind, I'm saying, this is not biblical. And this is not true, right? But I continue to listen and to listen and to listen. And then I pray and I ask God about this that I just heard. And one day I was scrolling the internet, and lo and behold, I was not looking for any of this. I saw a guy did a video, and he was talking about this pastor. And I said, let me just take a listen to see if whatever he's saying is the same thing that I observed. And I'm telling you, the exact thing that I observed about this pastor, this guy was like breaking the whole thing down. And while he was breaking the whole thing down, it touched my spirit. And I just knew it was a confirmation from God. I just knew it was a confirmation from God. And that guy broke it down so well. So well. There was absolutely no confusion in it. Absolutely no confusion. It was just well understood. And I just start thanking God for his grace and his mercy upon his people, for his hands upon his people, that no one can come and just deceive his people who are sincerely searching for the truth, sincerely want to know the truth, sincerely love the truth. I used to pray and I used to say to God, God, I want to know the truth even when it comes up against me. I love the truth even when it comes up against me, even when it hits something in my life, even when it exposes something in my own life. I want to know the truth. I love the truth, because in that truth, for some reason, I find comfort, and I find peace, and I find happiness, even when it is rooting up things in my own life. That is how I love the truth. And God is not going to allow his people who love the truth to that extent, want to know the truth, searching sincerely for his truth, to be deceived. God is not going to allow that. God does not like when we idolize anybody or anything. He doesn't like it. And he knows when we are idolizing people. And when we are idolizing people, go as far as to say, like everything we are making reference to, we are referring that person said this. Like would say, Bishop TDJ, just referring, not saying. Like if we're listening to TJ, we would say Bishop TJ always said this, and Bishop we must always refer to the word of God. The word of God says this. The word of God said that, not what man says, right? Because if a pastor or a prophet is correct, he or she must be referring to the word of God, not something that they have made up.